Hello, everybody. I know it's been quite a bit of time since I've kind of been here. Last stream, I didn't even do camera, so it's like, I don't know. I'm getting more into like a kind of getting my life to where it needs to be kind of thing, you know. So getting things organized, working with my ILS coach has been really helpful. I've been like kind of absent from like playing like World of Warcraft and stuff, but for the most part, I mean that's not like a huge deal. I mean it's just a video game. Okay, it's just a video game. But I do feel like I kind of haven't really played uh, and when I played earlier I logged in and then I like died after like two monsters, and then I just like alt F forward. So we're gonna have to run back to our corpse. We're gonna have to run back to our corpse. This sucks. Okay, let's try to see. I don't know. What do you guys think about the outfit? What do you guys think about the outfit? Let me know. Yeah, I hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day, because it's like kind of depressing. I know. It's like you, especially if you're single, but then you get reminded of like why you're single, and there's like, oh, okay, there's like reasons, like not like in a bad way, but like there's reasons why I have like a filter, right? Like I have like a filter of like what kind of people I allow into my life. So basically, I get to kind of pick and choose like who I spend time with, and if I choose to date somebody, I'm a little bit scared and a little nervous about dating. I I started going on some websites to potentially meet with people, but it's like I think like the important part is like I'll know if I feel uncomfortable. I don't need to worry about that. Um, but also I can always leave at any time. Um, I don't have to like commit to a whole date. If I feel a bad vibe, I need to get myself safe and away from the person. It's really hard though. I think that like most people would probably be like a good vibe, because I think like mostly I'm pretty open-minded, and I'm like also really comfortable around like all sorts of types of people. I don't really feel like I get in danger. Um like sometimes people are like really like kind of out there, but like I don't really get like I don't generally feel like I'm in physical danger most of the time, because I think like people like that I generally stay away from way before it gets to like a conversation. Like I feel like obviously you don't really know if you just meet somebody like on the internet. I'm a little scared about that, because it's like last time I went on a date, I like met a dude at midnight in a empty parking lot, and we drove for like an hour. I vowed never to like. I mean, it was a risk. But there was also a reward, because I learned more about myself. I learned more about another person. I gave somebody the benefit of the doubt. I like allowed this person to like prove that he was a gentleman. It was actually really nice. But I mean, I'm not going to take that big of a risk again. I don't know. I think like talking about dating is like generally like something that most people who play World of Warcraft understand a lot of. Okay, did you unpause the video? Hey, look at you, Rebecca. Look, you're so cute. Look at you. Look at you. Hmm? Are you talking about me? This is, see, the reason it's kind of a life hack. The reason I don't wear makeup is because then when I do choose to wear makeup, people will notice. Because it's like, wait a minute, we thought you were wearing makeup the whole time. Like, nope, no filters, no makeup. I mean, you could probably tell. You can tell, right? Like that I don't wear makeup. It's pretty obvious. Um, or maybe it's not. I don't know. But either way, it's the truth. Generally, I need to get better makeup, and I need to learn how to do makeup better. Because whenever I do makeup, it looks like I'm wearing makeup, and that's not the goal. I don't know that I need to experiment. I need to experiment. I have a whole bunch of different makeup, but I need to find the one that's like the right skin tone. And I don't know. I have stuff that's my hair's growing out again, and so I can, experiment with my hair as well more. I'm getting to a place like where I think I'm gonna be starting to enjoy taking care of my like appearance more often, especially for making videos. So like for making videos, I need to like get all sorts of different outfits, and right now I'm just kind of like planning in my private journals and like with my coach, and like basically I'm planning my life for how my life is going to be long term. I'm like generally trying to figure out stuff like personal appearance, like makeup, making new friends, like having conversations with people. It's really hard. I'm not really used to meeting people with the intention of like getting laid. I'm used to meeting people with the intention of becoming friends. And that's a very different process because for me, at least, relationships are kind of like a thing that like for a person who is like, grew up as quote unquote one of the guys, um, take that as you take that however you wish it, you want it to. But it's, it's in the end of the day, that's it. When I, was growing up, I was growing up around like boys playing video games and like being like very like rambunctious and like liking stuff like army men and like blowing stuff up and like all and like spitting hawking loogies. Okay, and like that was like really gross, but that's how all the men and the boys in my life behaved around me very inappropriately, if I might say so myself. Okay, a bit too much. It's a bit too much, but I don't know. I think it's a good topic for streaming is relationships, not just like sexual or like dating, but like I think like today I would like to focus on that topic. I want to focus on how we interact in the real world with people. And it's like obviously I think like at any point in time I have to understand that I have something that I want to get out of that relationship just as much or possibly even more, or at least, in some level, just as much as the person I'm choosing to spend time with. It's not a one-way street. It's like that other person's taking a risk with me too. That person might be afraid of me. So it's like I might be afraid of someone, but they might be afraid of me. And so it's a little bit hard for me to tell like how people perceive my personality or how people perceive my behavior, because I don't really know why I do the things I do. I just am. I was born this way, like Lady Gaga. Okay, so like if it's like some people, it's like, yeah, I understand because I know like what certain behavior will lead to, but I'm like, oh, but I'm different, right? But we're really not. We're just like, I mean, we're different, but like we have the same kind of selfish endeavors, because you got to be selfish because it's about you. If it's about you, then it has to be selfish. Not selfish in like a way where it's like people are like pissed off or whatever, but like selfish in a way that you are doing something that you need. You're doing something that you want, that's going to make you feel like your life is being improved in some way. And sometimes, you know, that might be just like, you know, I really want like physical touch. That's why I'm considering to go explore dating. Um, I feel like it's time. It's been almost a year. I would say like it's been 11 months since my surgery. And so I'm ready to get out there. I'm going to be real. The whole world feels different now. Especially the dating world. I got to be really careful. But it's okay. I think I'm a big girl. And I can take care of myself. I've been through some shit. So, you know, I'm not some damsel in distress, okay? Like, let's be real. No, I'm a tough bitch. But I'm also very fragile in some ways. And so it's really hard for me to know like what other people's intentions are 100%. I don't think anybody knows like 100%, but like there's a point where there's a point where it's like you kind of have to like just let go. Um yeah. Uh I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Um Let me know in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube. Uh what do you think of my outfit? Feels a little different without the beanie. If I wear the beanie, a little like, well, hopefully not like Mitch Jones. I'm not trying to look like Mitch Jones. Well, I mean, I have. Let's just not talk about him, because of his hairline. I, I, I think I have too much privilege because I have a hairline that's like a good hairline, pretty much. Um, wait, I'm a WoW gamer and I have hair. I must be female. But am I really a WoW gamer? I think that's a valid question. I mean, I kind of fit the bill over what men would expect me to be. I'm not like a heavy gamer. I mean, it'd be one thing if like I was like, you know, there's women in the space who are like at, you know, doing raids, like, and they have best in slot gear and shit. So it's like I'm like a noob. So I fit like some of these guys like um some of these guys are gonna have like preconceived notions about me because I'm female, regardless of what they might think about like transness or whatever. Um, you know, like let's just say, in the end of the day, they're still gonna have preconceived notions about me that are aligned with the fact that I'm female, and so those preconceived notions are gonna influence like what they think about me. And so it's like if they think I'm a noob, it doesn't matter if you're like a man or a woman. If somebody thinks you're a noob, especially if like they also have preconceived notions about women, they're gonna like try to come in and like teach me, and I'm just gonna let them, because they know more about the game than me. And also, here's the thing: is I don't discriminate based on gender. So it's like, what if I mean, I might feel more comfortable with either a man or a woman or a non-binary person or whatever the hell somebody identifies with, because it's none of my business. I'm here to game. I'm here to play World of Warcraft. We're all different races and genders and species, and we have different talent trees. We have different classes. Like we're all different. Okay, so like World of Warcraft, it's kind of like real life. We just need to get the fuck over it and like realize that like whatever situation somebody's got going on, you know, you're like not a part of it. So it's like when I choose to interact with you, it's because like I feel like I'm in control of the situation, and that I know that I can handle myself, and that I'm comfortable with you, which is actually like a really good person, because if I'm spending time with you, it means that I feel comfortable with you, which means that you have nothing to worry about. The only people who have anything to worry about with me are people who are really just like manipulative, like violent people. I can kind of see through that as soon as it starts, and they think I'm naive, but I've been around the block. Okay, I also need to not like see danger lurking around every single corner. Okay? You know, like dating is hard. Dating is hard. Um I don't know if that's something that chat can relate to or not. I don't know. If I just like do a straight jacket stream, a straight jacket. How am I supposed to play WoW like this? I'm in a straight jacket. um yeah, I do think that they're like, you know, I'm pretty reserved like with my appearance most of the time. I don't really like wear like I don't always wear like something that like exposes my cleavage. Some people might like consider that like, but wait, like, aren't you a woman? Why are you dressed like more masculine and sometimes? And it's like, dude, I don't, it's just clothing. It accentuates what your body has. Okay? It's an extension of yourself. You aren't your clothing. You aren't your job. You aren't your cologne or makeup or perfume or whatever the hell thing that you do. Like, you're not your shoes. You're not your, you know, how much you can bench press. Like, you are a person. Okay? Like, that's how I treat people when I approach new relationships. Is I generally try to see people as like it's like, I don't even care. Like, obviously, if their social media is batshit unhinged, then yeah, that's one thing. Like, but I generally don't like go investigating people's social media to find out who they are. I generally just talk to them and see where they're at in that moment. Because, you know, like, you can always choose like a different path, right? Like, you can always choose a different path. Yes. So, what are you guys up to? Anything new going on? I think there's like an Elden Ring that came out. Night Rain or something. I don't know. I haven't even played the first Elden Ring. I played Dark Souls Remastered for like the first boss. And I beat it with my fists. I punched the boss to death. Okay, let's get the music going and let's log in. I already updated. Let's just check. I'm just gonna check CurseForge again, just in case there's any updates. Okay. Let me get some music. Oh, see, minimap button is updated. Good thing I updated it, or my game probably would have crashed. Probably not, but yeah. Yeah, I am feeling good today. Feeling really good today. Okay, let's see. What are we doing here? I'm dead. Wait, this isn't hardcore. I'm really glad that I switched over to the normal PvP server and playing Alliance. I like Alliance better. Because the amount of times I've died and I'm only level 35. Holy shit, I can't even imagine how that would play out in hardcore. How many years I would need to play just to get to level 60. I am so glad I switched over to PvP. Thanks you, S-Fand, for that advice he said on his stream. And I was in chat and he said, if you're new to WoW, you should play normal PvP or PvE even. But I think normal PvP is going to give me like the complete experience, because the world PvP and like all that is like, it kind of adds to the game. Like, because if you know that when you're like streaming, especially, if somebody's on your layer, they can come in and start like, you know, contesting you, and that's part of the game. Like, you got to level up so that you can be prepared. Like, that's why you level up, is because if you stay low level, all the higher levels are going to be able to like kill you really quick. I was doing the quest over here, worth its weight in gold. Yeah, I don't know how many people actually watch my stream. If you actually watch my stream, please let me know in the comments. If you know, if you actually watch like the YouTube VODs. I don't know if, I mean, I don't know exactly how much of the stream people are watching, because it's like, I look at my analytics and it says one thing, and it's like, this is how many views you got on this video. And I'm like, but are they really viewing the video, or are they just like clicking in for like 20 seconds? So it's like, it's really kind of hard to tell. So if you actually watch my VODs, like you actually put it on like while you're like doing your, you know, like house chores, or whether like, you know, you just want the music, because I've been told, you know, and obviously I have good taste in music. The video game OC remixes, people like listening to the music while they're gaming, or while they're cleaning or studying or whatever. If you are one of those people, please let me know in the comments. You know, and obviously you would know. And obviously the only people who would know would be the people who are listening to me say this, because it's early enough in the stream that anybody who's a stream watcher, this is like barely any time has passed. It's like, you know, sometimes streams can be like 6 hours. Okay, so what's up, Devin Jones? How you doing? Sorry I missed your message. I was on the wrong chat on Restream. Yeah, there you are. What's up, Devin? How you doing? Sorry I missed your message. We were just kind of talking about like, I'm starting to get to a place where I'm thinking about going out and meeting people in like a dating way. And I just like, you know, kind of wanted to open up the floor to chat about, you know, experiences with like dates, like first dates, or like how to see red flags, like, you know, and generally it's like I attract a lot of straight men. So it's like, I don't really know. I know a lot of straight men, but I've never really dated any straight men. I've only, well, I've dated like people who are more like kind of flexible, like switch or flex or whatever you want to call it. But I've only dated 2 men and 2 women, and this was like all before surgery, and so things feel different now. And I'm getting to a place where it's like just thinking about relationships in general, not necessarily just dating, like sex and stuff like that. Although that's actually like something I've never been able to explore in my entire life, really. Like, and now I feel like I get a second chance. And so like, I'm being really careful with who I choose to share my time with, and especially who I share my body with. That's always important. But at the same time, I don't want to be so careful that I never leave the house. Because I don't want to like get hurt, but I also, hey, like I want to live a little, okay? Like I think I deserve that much. I think I deserve to be happy, you know. But you know, it's not really something I can force. It's something I just like, I don't know. You just take things one little tiny step at a time. Okay, so where am I going to revive here? That's the question. Because I don't want to like. Okay, I think I just need to take this one back here in the corner, and I think I can take just one at a time. Okay, okay, let's try to get some rage so I can bandage myself. I got 1 seconds. Okay, okay, and then I need to use Battle Shout. Sunder. Oh, I'm in defensive stance. Should be in battle stance. That's kind of like what the floor for the conversation for chat and comments are today in today's stream, is we're talking about dating, just relationships in general, even if it's just friends. In fact, actually friends are more important to me than, you know, some kind of one night stand. Although I think it's time for me to do some one night stands. I think I need to kind of like experience that, because I think I'm putting way too much attachment to people. Is what I'm feeling. It's like there's so many fish in the sea. Doesn't mean everybody's an NPC. Doesn't mean I should disrespect people, but I'm thinking that it's about goddamn time that I just go out there and just get laid. And just say, okay, like, you know, and if I feel comfortable with somebody enough to like say, hey, like, you know, maybe we do this again sometime, or I mean like, oh, okay, and then just like never get back to them. And then if they do get back, I'm like, hey, like I don't know if we're compatible. You know, but that, you know, I feel like I can just kind of face that as it comes. Giggity. I don't know. It's kind of a conversation that's like hard for me because I've generally been like locked away in my house for so long. And so I think like taking action by like, you know, I set up like, I've already had accounts on like multiple like dating websites and stuff. So it's not a matter of like that. So at least I don't have to do that again. But I did have to change like my picture on the website because it was like before my facial surgery and also before my bottom surgery. So I had to take down any videos that I had that had certain genitals that people would need to know or is different now. Yeah, it's definitely different. Things are different. I can tell you that much. Things are definitely different than before surgery. So I am being really careful, but I don't want to be so careful that I never get to experience what life has to offer because there's so much that I want to explore. And especially I need to be comfortable enough with people to explore my career because I'm going to be working with people professionally. So I need to be able to have a difference. Like I need to be able to have a contrast of like there's a difference between personal and professional. So right now I'm pursuing personal relationships. It's a little bit different than pursuing professional relationships. And I feel like, especially with my line of work, I want to be able to know the difference instead of going straight at, you know, because I feel like I have to kind of level up a little bit before I can get into the professional world. And there's a lot more, there's more hurdles to navigate because it's business. So I have to like, there's legal things to consider. There's like, there's also like, you know, because it's not like professional, people are going to have different expectations. It's just very different, like, you know, from the onset. And even if it's with myself, I kind of steer the conversation away from this because it's kind of adult, but, you know, that there are lots of things going on by myself. And, there's a difference between being on camera and not being on camera. I feel they both feel good, but they feel good in their own way. And like it's distinctly different to be with another person in a personal way than it is like, let's say like you were gonna do like, let's make this like non-sexual, like if it's like a podcast, you would talk to somebody differently if it's like for an interview for like a podcast than if like you were just talking to somebody to get coffee and you were just like somebody you knew from school or something or from your work, or like you're gonna talk differently in a personal conversation than you are if it's like, you know, a broadcast. So in a way, it's like professional relationships. I feel like in order to fully appreciate them, I need to like be very aware of like the situation. Yeah, getting that multi-strikes with Sunder Armor is really... Oh no, the Sunder Armor doesn't carry over? Okay. So I was wrong. I was right about... Oh, fuck. Okay, it's retaliation. Okay, yeah, retaliation really kicks ass. Okay, maybe I can just Hearthstone. So I want to get out of here. And fighting my way out looks really dangerous. I need those medicine pouches though. But I need to go check the auction house. Let's just reset. Like, I'm okay with this. Oh, is it Valentine's Day event? I don't know what's going on. It's just been... Okay.
Be careful.
Yeah, which one's to vendor? Which one's to auction house? One gold. Yeah, people are gonna need these. Okay.
I buy and trade. Light blessing.
Throw some stuff up on the auction house. I need to repair my durability. Yeah, I'm feeling good about life. Like that, the fact that I'm having this conversation with myself, obviously with myself, because there's a few people here in chat who might be listening, but like, let's be real. I'm having a conversation with myself. I'm kind of like feeling like I got the last 18 years of my life back, but I have the experience of a 37-year-old. But like, I don't know, in a lot of ways, I feel like I'm like 19 or 20 again. It's like I get a second chance. I should probably just save these every time they drop. I mean, it's like free stamina for when I don't have a priest or anything. Yeah, this one's 1 gold. Well, it vendors for 1 gold too. Oh, I can just sell that. Well, let's see if that's actually the right price. If it's way more, then I don't know. I still might not want to put it up. We'll see. Okay, yeah. Let's see what the buyout's gonna be. 11 gold. Yeah, we're selling it for 11 gold, I guess. Okay. Obviously, if it doesn't sell, I'll just vendor all that shit. I'm pretty easy. Like, you know, it'll probably be a bit different at level 60, but like right now, I'm not like particularly glued. We can always farm more gold. But like if something doesn't sell the first time, I'm okay with just vendoring it. Thank you very much. Yeah, I gave that guy some more cloth. Okay, let's vendor all this shit. I also kind of noticed that like it's a little bit interesting, like when you talk with guys, especially, I feel like you just kind of like, some people, it's like they kind of have like a lot of expectations about like what you're comfortable talking about. And I'm like, I'm kind of generally like pretty open-minded, so it's really hard to like offend me or whatever, but it's just like, it's kind of weird when it's like, sometimes guys are like, it's always sexual. Like everything's like, hey, I saw your nice tight body and like I want to dot dot dot, you know. And I'm like, it's kind of cute, you know, it's a little funny. I mean, it's a little annoying and like, it's like, okay, whatever. But it also kind of makes me feel a little bit like kind of fluttery. I'm like, oh, And he feels, I mean, I'm like, some people it's like, okay, this person has like the balls to straight up like talk to me. I mean, it depends on like how, like the context of like how I met the person, because obviously if I met them on a site that's like more sexual, that's a little different. But like if it's a person I'm going to be talking to in person, I very rarely allow people to get to that point, because I filter the kind of people I allow into my life. I do not let certain types of people into my personal life. It's just how things have to be. I think it's better that way, but I also need to learn how to open up, and you know, I kind of need to like loosen up a little bit, because I'm a little bit too closed off, and it's really hurting me. I feel like I've been a caged animal, and I don't want to like hold it all in so long that I like take, you know, make unhealthy mistakes, because of like I'm trying to overcome like something I haven't been able to do for a very, very, very long time. And so, you know, namely having sex with a person. Why do I have this? Oh, because it's for a quest. Okay. Right. Okay. I got 12 gold. I need to save up gold for level 40. We might just... Okay, we need to get to level 36 so I can get the AoE. Not so concerned about gold right now. I'm gonna start farming stockades when I can, but I think getting level 36 is gonna change because I get more AoE. And I think it'll be easier to farm and level. I need to repair. That's what I was trying to do. Okay, then I need to just... I guess we're flying back. Yeah, sometimes it's just like I just Hearthstone because it's like it's just easier mentally to like, and it makes me feel better like knowing I took care of like the auction house stuff, cleared my inventory. But it's just like I need to be a little bit more. What the hell is this doing here? Spider silk. Yeah, it's not for a quest. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I get a little freaked out because it's like when exploring like relationships, like especially friendships, I feel like I have like more boundaries for friends than I do for like potential sexual partners, because it's like I feel like when I'm making friends, it's like there's a lot of kind of like discussions that happen when you're like trying to discover like if this person can be your friend, that you don't really get to because it takes a long time and it's different intentions. So it's like there's a lot of things where it's like I don't really feel safe with somebody as a friend, but I might feel safe with like a one-night stand with that person, you know, and vice versa, obviously. But like for example, it's like I think like making a friend, it's like I am a very open-minded person, but there are certain boundaries I have with like if someone is going to be living a lifestyle that's like completely like antithetical to mine. Like if they're doing like a lot of drinking or like smoking, like a lot of maybe even like just unsavory people they hang out with, like I can't really do that. But like if somebody's not, you know, gonna treat me, you know, with respect and, you know, not make me feel like I'm in danger and like actually keep me safe and like, and we, you know, we can have some fun. It doesn't mean I have to be friends with that person. I don't have to like talk to the person again. I can be like, hey, we shared a moment and that's awesome. And there's like 20 other guys in my DMs. It's been like that for a while, and I kind of forgot because I haven't looked at all my dating apps, but I forgot how easy it is to get a date. It's not really a question of whether somebody wants to be with me. It's whether I want to be with them. And I also need to kind of get out of my comfort zone, because a lot of the times, unless it's a certain type of person, there's certain people I just will never be with. I'm like, but I feel like there's more people out there that I would potentially want to be with than there. I think like I would already kind of automatically filter all the people that I would eventually say no to before I even met with them. But I don't want to do that with every person. It's really tough. It's so much easier to log in and play World of Warcraft, isn't it? You guys relate? Isn't it easier? Because it's like we all have these, like, you know, I want to get laid, but I don't want to sacrifice certain things just to get laid. You know, just like if I was playing World of Warcraft, I want to do a dungeon, but what if it was too hard to do the dungeon? Like the people were annoying, and then they required you to, like, you know, have like some kind of like certain achievement already unlocked, like improve it or something like that. Like, you know, you do like a raid group or something, and there's just certain people that you hate playing with because they never know what to do, or they're always obnoxious, or they're like very like rude, or any kind of, like, there's certain people you just like, okay, well, you're okay like playing World of Warcraft with them, but you wouldn't want to hang out with them in person. Does that make any sense? Like, it doesn't mean you can't be friends, but the extent of that friendship will only matter in Azeroth. And even then, like, there's, you know, I'd rather have somebody who wasn't annoying on my group. If somebody's gonna be like, you know, being rude to people in the guild, I wouldn't even want them in the guild. Like, if you're just gonna be picking fights with everybody all the time, like, no, like, in the end, like, we can have, like, you know, debates, or, you know, but once we decide something, we do it. You know, it's like Star Trek. You know, that's how I run my guild. My potential guild. The guild I'm building, I guess. I guess I am building a guild. Because I'm a streamer, I think I need to. Like, I think it's just, I mean, obviously I'll stay in this, like, kind of everyone guild, for right now. But, oh, fix this, okay. Yeah, I'm in, like, the Questology guild. It's just kind of like an everyone guild. I don't generally chat these days. I kind of just play the game, and it's a lot more fun for me. Before I was, like, always, like, talking in, like, the general chat. I'm like, but there's so many just, like, really stupid people, and, like, really hateful people in the chat, and it, like, gets me worked up. And so I decided to just filter it and put it in its own tab, so I can just stay in, like, a silent tab that only has, like, you know, like, party chat, or, like, you know, maybe say chat, but no general chat, no shouts, no guild chat even. And if I want to look at the guild chat, I can. But generally, I've been trying to prefer to play, like, the game like a game these days, which is actually why I haven't even really been streaming. When I have been playing, I just kind of want to enjoy, like, the raw experience of playing the game as if it was 20 years ago. Which obviously that's ridiculous because of all my add-ons. Okay, like, let's be real. Okay, this is nowhere near what the original vanilla experience was. I have customized add-ons and shit, so that's already passed. But at the same time, I still feel like I want to treat the game like a game and not like some kind of commitment. Now, I don't know if that might change someday, especially if I ever get some clout. Which I might. I'm working on it. What kind of clout am I gonna get? That's the question. I don't want to get negative clout. I don't want to get, like, some bullshit. I've already had that. And so, like, I kind of want to get, like, positive clout. Like, green means good. Okay, so, like, my analytics are saying I'm going up, so I'm gonna trust the green. If, as long as it's going up, it doesn't matter even if it dips a little bit. It's still going up. Like, I'm making better content over time. Hey, I've even made $3. No, I'm just kidding. Now, when I say 3, do I mean 3 with a different number after it? How many zeros? I'm just gonna say 3, and you can use your imagination. I think I can make more money than whatever that number was. I think it's only gonna go up. And so I'm gonna kind of like plan for that, but also plan that, you know, I'm always gonna have to be finding opportunities, looking like everywhere for survival. Okay. But yeah, I think I'm actually gonna head out. I'm getting a little tired. It's been 45 minutes. I don't know, I might play later. I just kind of wanted to talk about a few things. You know, if you've been here for quite a while, you kind of understand how I run. If you're here and you're watching, please let me know in the comments. Try to be civil. I'm pretty open-minded, but there's a point where my open-mindedness can only go so far. Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes people like have a tough time like trying to like read me, like to like know where I am as like a person. I think it's a little hard. And I swear this isn't Mitch Jones cosplay. Like, it is kind of like how he dresses, isn't it? No, I think he dresses different. And plus I'm female. So it's a bit different. Anyway, enough about that. Obviously there's gonna be people who are always commenting weird shit about me. I don't give a fuck. I know who I am. I'm a beautiful, strong woman, and I don't need your validation. You can think whatever you want. At the end of the day, I know what my body looks like, and I don't need to wear makeup for you. I don't need to like pose in special angles and lighting just for you to accept my womanhood, because I already feel it. I don't need you. Okay, I got armpit lover. Who's armpit lover? Use your imagination. Bye, chat.